Absolutely horrendous from Manchester United this evening, losing 2-1 at home against Sheffield United. A strong enough lineup put out by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and horrendous. Absolutely fucking abysmal from my point of view. Not good enough. I mean, probably if you look at the grand scheme of things, over recent weeks Manchester United have clawed out results from where we haven't thought we would, from games against Wolves where we've nicked it in the final minute, Paul Pogba's wonder strikes against Fulham, his goals against Burnley where we've been maybe not fortunate, we've been the better team, but we've only scraped past them by the odd goal. Maybe that's just come back, and over time we've eventually were going to lose a game of football in the next few weeks. It was going to happen, but not many people would have expected it to have been this Sheffield United game. Me, myself included, I didn't think that Sheffield United had it in them to come to Old Trafford and score, to put 2 goals past us and beat us 2-1. I don't think many people expected that. It was second against bottom, so the odds were really stacked against Sheffield United doing it, but fair play to them. We have been poor this evening, but fair play to Sheffield United. They've come to Old Trafford, scored 2 goals and got the job done. Now, as I say, we're part of a fairly strong lineup, to be honest, that was good enough to beat this Sheffield United team, and on 9 times out of 10 we probably would have beaten this Sheffield United team, but we've defended really poorly. The first goal from Manchester United, De Gea for me at fault for the goal. I mean, people saying that it could have been a foul, but he's got to be stronger still there, and then the foul wouldn't have been a problem for Manchester United. And yes, we've had a goal disallowed for a similar incident, but to be honest, I mean, it could have been given. It could have both could have been not given. I accept that it's happened, and I'm not going to moan at the ref and the VAR too much for that, because Manchester United, for me, didn't deserve this victory this evening, and we haven't got it. So I can't complain too much, to be honest. We've got ourselves back in the game in the second half with Harry Maguire scoring a header. Which Harry Maguire should score more goals, definitely should score more goals. We know he should score more goals. He gets a lot of headers and squanders chances. He squandered a great chance against Fulham the other week, so definitely should be scoring more goals. But Manchester United, for that second goal that Sheffield United have scored, absolutely fucking batshit defending. I mean, what the fuck was that defensively? An absolute shambles. And that is where the title is going to be won and lost this season for me in the Premier League. That is where Manchester City, where they are so strong defensively this season, is where it's going to be won. Manchester City of late have scored more goals. Manchester United haven't scored enough goals obviously this season, and we've conceded quite a few as well, which is why our goal difference is pretty poor, to be honest, from being up near the top. And it's been the results on the day, by the odd goal, that have got Manchester United to where they are in the Premier League. And we never thought in our wildest dreams 6-8 weeks ago that we would even be in this position. So we have definitely seen progress. It is a step back this evening. We didn't expect this result this evening, and it is horrendous for Manchester United, considering, yes, he's made a couple of changes. Telles hasn't played much football, and Tuanzebe hasn't played much football, but this still was a lineup that could, I mean, Telles has still assisted the corner for the equaliser in this game, but to be honest, some of these players still aren't performing at their best this season. The likes of Anthony Martial, Mason Greenwood haven't been at their best this season, which has been a real problem for Manchester United in terms of last season. In the second half of last season, we were much better, I believe, than we have been in the last 6 or so weeks, where we've got ourselves into a position where we could challenge for the title. I don't believe we're playing as well as we were when the first lockdown happened back in March. I don't anyway. At times we were swatting teams aside 4-5-0, even against some shit sides in the Europa League, the likes of Bournemouth. We beat 5-2. There was a couple of times in the Europa League that we won by 5 goals, and we haven't been doing that really of late, and it's eventually caught up with Manchester United. This is a horrendous result, and it probably does leave Manchester United's chances of, we could still challenge for the league this season, yeah, and it would be seen as respectable for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in this season, because no one was expecting Manchester United to win the league anyway. But the fact that now Manchester City win their game in hand, and they will go 4 points clear of Manchester United, which is a tall ask for Manchester United to make up. It really is. Manchester United are now going to have to rely on Man City to slip up on numerous occasions between now and the end of the season to stand a chance of winning the league. And whereas it does seem unlikely, it's still possible, but it is unlikely. Probably as unlikely though as this result this evening. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I don't really know what more I can say on this matter of this game, to be honest. He has rotated slightly. I mean, Matic come back in, who hasn't played a lot of football as well, but to be honest, that team, he's got to rotate at times because the games are coming thick and fast, and we have been on a, as I say, still a decent run, because we beat the likes of Fulham, who have been in good form. We beat Liverpool, who are still a difficult team for Manchester United to beat. We beat tough opposition, Burnley, who made it hard for ourselves, Wolves, who wasn't an easy game to win, as I say. Although we've nicked them games all by the odd goal, still it has been impressive that Manchester United have somehow got themselves up near the top, considering you look at it when we lost that game against Tottenham, how far away we thought we were, Manchester United. But it's just the manner in which we've lost the game of football against Sheffield United, the team who are bottom of the league. And that's given them a great chance now of still staying in the Premier League, because that's given them an extra 3 points they never thought that they were going to get. They roll on to Man City at the weekend, we roll on to Arsenal, which now that does leave Manchester United's game against Arsenal. See, because this can all unravel quickly. I did say this in previous videos, that with it being so tight near the top of the table, we've got to constantly keep winning games of football and cannot afford slip-ups against opposition like this. No disrespect to Sheffield United, but losing a game like this has really opened it up for the other teams, because if we lose or drop points, which is quite possible against Arsenal, because they're in very good form at this moment in time, and they're not really a team that you want to face in the Premier League at the moment. If we do drop more points to Arsenal, which could happen if we lost that game, we could see ourselves third, fourth place in no time at all, and being completely out the title race. So this is worry, concern for Manchester United. It is one defeat in God knows how long, but it's still a concern for Manchester United. As we've said, with things being tight at the top of the table, you can't afford, because we've seen the likes of Chelsea being top, Tottenham being up there, Liverpool being up there, and within a flash, they've all been almost out of the title race, or given themselves an absolute fucking mountain to climb in the race to win the title. And it's now left Man City in absolute pole position to claim that title back from Liverpool, which I do believe they will win it this year. I think I've said that in previous videos that they will. I believe they will win it this year, and I think a lot of it's down to their solid defence and not giving away sloppy goals like we have done this evening. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think? Where do you think we can go from here? Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit the share button. It really does help me out, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.